Hi, everyone. I'm Matt Ricker,
And I'm Catherine White, Executive Director of the New Rochelle Chamber of Commerce.
and we're here with the brand new podcast, Chamber Chat. So, joining us now is Sylvia Hamer, the Executive Director for Hope Community Services, right here in New Rochelle. Sylvia, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Of course, and first off, thank you for all that you do for the citizens of New Rochelle and for all the surrounding communities throughout Westchester and throughout the state. So, tell us a little bit about Hope, what it is, and what's your main mission.
Sure. So most people know us as the emergency food services for Westchester County.
Right.
However, in addition to food, we have a pantry, we have a soup kitchen, but we also have a free after-school homework program. So Monday through Thursday at Parkside Place in New Rochelle, if you live in the area on that side of New Rochelle, you can attend the free after-school homework services for free. And you just have to be between 3rd and 8th grade. And in the summer, we have a free camp, but the last couple of summers, we have changed it to a STEAM enrichment program.
Nice.
And that's also free. So this past summer, instead of 2 weeks, it was 4 weeks. And that's been really good as well. Everybody thinks we only have a regular pantry, but we also have a kosher pantry. And for the holiday season, which is coming up now in December, we give out toys to our pantry clients. This year, we will also have toys for Hanukkah, so not just Christmas.
I think they're
that's amazing.
basically on the same time. Doesn't Hanukkah start
Yes.
on the 25th this year?
Yes, absolutely. So on the
Yeah.
19th, our clients who've been signing up over the last couple of Wednesdays, they will receive their toys for their kids. So the Hanukkah toys will go out the morning of December 19th along with the kosher food for the holidays. And then for the last pantry give out for Christmas, they'll also get their food and they'll get their toys as well.
Oh, that's
That's
amazing.
fantastic.
A great way to put a smile on face of an individual, especially a child.
Absolutely. This is our busy season, so
Yeah.
we kind of live for October, November, December.
I don't know. Isn't every day your busy season? I mean, I've been there. You know, we cook with
Yeah.
Holy Family for, that was First Fridays and Third Tuesdays and stuff. You know, it's always pretty hopping
Yeah.
whenever I'm anywhere near your Hope.
It is. Since the pandemic, our soup kitchen is open 5 nights a week instead of 3 nights a week. So anyone in the community can come to us at 4 o'clock and you can eat with no questions asked. You don't have to fill out papers, sign in, or anything. Unfortunately, though, these last 2 months we've been seeing families again. So during the pandemic, we would see
Right, a lot of
parents with
families.
their kids,
Yeah.
and then that slowed down and dropped off. And the last 2 months, we've been seeing families almost every evening. So it's a little sad.
Sad.
Yeah.
But what we are doing now with the families that come in, the team and I are making sure that the families are greeted. We see if the kids need anything. Do they need anything for backpacks, which in August, we gave away 1,004 backpacks with
That's
school
amazing.
supplies, again, for free, not just for the New Rochelle community, but for Westchester County. So that was absolutely amazing.
That was.
We still
That's
have
amazing.
a few school supplies left. So when the families come in, we ask, do you have school supplies? Do the kids have what they need? Do you need any toiletries?
Yeah.
Do you need Pampers? Do you need milk? And then the team also gives them a bag to take home at night with food. Because you're
that's
eating
amazing.
early on.
Right.
But
Right.
when you're home later, let's say 6, 7 o'clock, they can't do like we do. We go in our refrigerator and we could get food or in the cabinets,
Yeah.
et cetera.
Yep.
So we get peanut butter and jelly, we get bread, we get
Yeah.
cereal, and we have shelf-stable milk. And
that's great.
in addition to the hot meal, we give them that to go home with so that the
Oh.
kids don't feel like, oh, I'm in a soup kitchen. And then they also get crayons and coloring paper, so while they're there. And for the ones who cannot walk that are in strollers, we actually try to find some little infant toys for them to play with while they're there.
That's amazing.
That is
And
amazing.
thank you for all that you do on behalf of the Chamber. So Hope Community Services thrives on volunteers. If someone is interested in volunteering, what is the criteria? What's the process? Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So we ask that if you are under the age of 12, that you come with a parent or guardian.
Okay.
Over the age of 12, you can come alone. We have a volunteer portal, so if you go on our website and you go to volunteer, it says in person or to, I believe it's in person, yes, in person or set up a volunteer activity. You could do either or, so if you want to come in, it's in person. In addition to that, we do have a lot of schools and organizations that come in and volunteer regularly to either cook dinner, serve dinner, or if we don't have an opportunity during the time that an organization or school would like to come in, we always say you can make sandwiches because we
Right.
give away at least 150 to 180 sandwiches Monday through Friday per day.
Wow.
So the sandwiches are endless and we need those. So we'll have people or organizations make sandwiches, bake for us because the clients do love baked
A little
goods.
sweet.
Absolutely. So there are many different ways you can volunteer. You don't have to just come into the facility. Also, for Thanksgiving and Christmas, we will be open serving hot breakfast on both days
Really?
and then providing a
Oh.
meal for them to go home with. And that's
Oh.
open to anyone.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be homeless. You can be a senior. You could be someone that just wants company. Come see
Yeah.
us. And that's at 9 o'clock in the morning on Thanksgiving Day and on Christmas Day.
And
Wow,
can you
that's
just
fantastic.
tell everyone the location where you're at?
Sure. It's 50 Washington Avenue here in New Rochelle, and it's across from Montefiore, New Rochelle.
Right. So it's part of which church was that again? Is that
It's St. Gabriel's
St.
Church,
Gabriel's
so we're not
Church.
part
well,
of
not
St.
part of it,
Gabe's.
but like
Yes.
it's in that area in that
Yes.
parking lot.
We are in the basement of St. Gabriel's, absolutely. And we have different bells almost on every door. So it'll say Hope Community Services, ring the bell, and we'll invite you in. So we love to have people come over to see
Yeah.
us and be with us.
Yeah, there's always ample parking if you're dropping off or picking up, so that works out well. But when you were talking about volunteers, you started yourself with Hope as a volunteer, isn't that right?
I sure did.
All right.
Through my church, so Shiloh Baptist Church.
Uh-huh.
When I started there, our minister said that we need to be out in the community. He asked me to find us an engagement that we could go to once a month, and I met the two previous executive directors. One was going out and the other was coming in. I told them about our church and what they were looking for, and they welcomed us in. So Shiloh Baptist Church started cooking one evening a month and also serving that evening a month. So it worked out extremely well. And then we formed a partnership with providing showers to
Right.
those who were homeless during the pandemic.
That shower mobile thing.
Exactly. Yep.
And didn't you have washing machines there too?
We didn't have washing machines, but what we did was got laundry cards. So
Right.
people would give us money for laundry cards or either purchase the laundry cards for us in $10 and $20 denominations. We would also get laundry detergent from the community, and then we would have a laundry give out along with the laundry card. So this way,
Yeah.
people wouldn't have to try to think about, do we need either food or laundry? We
Yeah.
didn't want people to have to make that decision during the pandemic because everybody needed clean clothes and everybody needed to eat.
Right.
Right.
So that was a partnership that came about because we were helping them with dinner.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
great.
That's amazing. And you know, I recently saw something on social media that there was this one food bank. I don't know where it was, but they were asking for donations of cake mix and frosting in a bag so that to send home to individuals. I don't know if that's something maybe you want to try, but I thought that it was a nice idea because it's like dessert, you know, and something unique.
It is, and I love that, and that's why we say to people, please bake. We love when people bake for us. It is just absolutely wonderful, and individually wrap it into little baggies or with plastic in those twist ties.
Yes.
The clients absolutely love those. And when the schools help us to decorate cards and placemats, the clients usually take those home with them
Oh,
afterwards.
that's so sweet.
Oh.
So right now we have
Yeah.
schools working on decorating Thanksgiving placemats, and then on Thanksgiving there are some schools coming in to help decorate for Christmas and Hanukkah.
Nice.
Oh, that's really nice.
Yes, absolutely.
And so, if there's a volunteer that wants to get involved, where would you steer them first, or would you just kind of put them where you need them?
I always like to talk to people to feel their interest. So some will say, can we do a food drive for you? Or can we come in and serve dinner? Or can we come to a pantry day and give food out? Or others will say, what do you have for a group of 20 people from X organization?
Right.
And so I feel them out first, and I've directed the staff to do the same. And then once we get a feel for what you would like to do, then that's when we direct you toward a particular activity, or we'll look at our calendar to see, is there an open evening where no one is preparing dinner? How would you like this evening? And we give them a few dates, or a pantry day that's available. Well, we are here on certain Wednesdays. What about this? So yes.
Right. So, like,
absolutely.
speaking of ways to get involved, if people just don't have the time to take on a large project, there's many drives coming up for the holiday season. So, can you tell us about some of those?
Absolutely. So we have our Thanksgiving food drive that is currently happening now. People have seen us also at the supermarkets,
Right.
Outside with our table and our truck collecting food for Thanksgiving. We also have a kosher drive going on as well. People, when we tell them that we have a kosher pantry, many folks don't know that, and our kosher pantry is for all of Westchester, not just New Rochelle. We are the biggest and only kosher pantry
That's fantastic.
in Westchester. So we are absolutely enjoying it and helping people who have dietary needs. We have a pie drive going on, and we
Yay,
usually
pie.
have a lot.
Wow.
And this hits home. Anybody can bake a pie, purchase a pie, bring it in. Some of the kids like to do individual pies for us. Some like to go out and purchase pies. We have a team of people who are actually selling pies and bringing us the money to purchase pies. And people will say, well, November 4th through the 22nd, we don't understand why you have it for so long. Well, we have big freezers, so we freeze everything. We put them in the freezer, and then
Good to know.
right before Thanksgiving, we take them out and we give them out along with what we're giving people for the either kosher or regular Thanksgiving give out.
But I
It's
don't,
a- it's
I don't
always-
have to hand make that, right? I can definitely buy one, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
That's what I do.
You could,
Okay.
pie can be eaten at any time of the year.
That's true.
Absolutely. And you can freeze it. I learned that from my
Exactly.
mom, but also through Safe Serve. So
Yeah.
you can freeze it and it'll last for a few months. So
Yeah.
it's perfect. And then I talked about Hanukkah and Christmas. So we had those drives coming up as well. And we also have a link to our Amazon wish list, so it makes it easier for people to just go on Amazon, pick out a few things, and it comes directly to us. And now that it's getting cold, we have an outerwear drive, so hats, gloves, scarves, and boots for children and adults.
So, are those new, or can they be gently used?
Well, we love to have new, gently used. Sometimes we have to get them cleaned or laundered,
Right.
and we don't have monies or grants to get them cleaned or laundered. So we ask people, if it's gently used, if you can clean it before you bring it in, that would work out extremely well.
Or
Right.
if they still have the tags on them, that's even
Exactly.
better.
Better.
Yes,
Even better.
absolutely.
Because you know, sometimes you do buy something and you can't get those kids to just wear them, and then they've outgrown it. So
Yes.
Yeah.
And boots also and shoes, because kids go through them so much and
Yeah.
so quickly that it is hard
Right.
for certain populations to really just try to keep up, especially if you have more
Right.
than one kid.
So for all of these drives, where if I'm bringing baking, cleaning out my closet, and laundering my old outerwear, where do I bring it?
50 Washington Avenue in New Rochelle in the basement. of St. Gabriel's Church. That's where we are.
So-
There's a big blue door in the parking lot that has Hope on it, and you ring the bell, and we will have volunteers and staff greeting you with open arms and happily accepting whatever it is you're donating.
Excellent. Okay.
All right. Well, Sylvia, thank you so much for coming by, and on behalf of the chamber, thank you for all that you do for not just New Rochelle but for Westchester. You are really making a difference and helping a lot of people out. So
Thanks
we
so
thank
much
you.
for having me and
Yeah.
allowing me to
Yeah.
talk about Hope Community Services.
Yeah, and we hope you come back in the future.
Absolutely.
Okay. And lastly, the website again?
It's hopecommunityservices.org. All one word, Hope Community Services.
So you can find out about volunteering there, and you can find out all the QR codes for all the donations. And I know everybody is just always interested in looking for an easy way to help out, and this is it, right here at Hope Community Services.